Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 107 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we have just finally finished silver production. And yeah, let's just pull that a little bit further along the bus and fix things along the bus. And yeah, that's not supposed to happen. This will be fixed later. Good. So, we are actually working on advanced circuits. Now we have aluminium and silver done. Aluminium goes in there, silver goes in here. For silver wire. And they are needed for transistors. And we need silicon wafers for this as well. So I guess that is the next thing we work on here. Let's put that in its own block. Actually, let's get rid of this one. Let's do that. We can always just add it in here if we want to. So, we need monosilicon, and we need a seed, and this stuff, the actual monosilicon. So we need molten stuff, and we need the seed. Oh, that comes from this as well, my bad. And ingots are just ore and carbon. And carbon we can do however we want, really. Nitrogen is just splitting of air, so this should be pretty simple. I think we're just gonna have the monosilicon on the bus, and then we can make silicon wafers wherever we want to. Though it is one of the only products. We have two products. Just out of curiosity, where is this used? In science. This is used in a lot of stuff. At least this lot of stuff. I think we are just making this locally. It's not like we need a lot of machines for it or anything. 3 machines for whatever we need for these transistors. And I have been thinking about if we want transistors on the bus, but since this is already more than a belt, just for 4 of these per second, then it is probably not the best idea. So we are probably just gonna make this locally as well, wherever we need it. And that's fine. Also these. We are making those somewhere already, I think. For... I thought we were making them here, but apparently not. Up here, of course. For the green circuits. So yeah, we're just gonna continue making these locally as well. Because we also need more than a build of those for these 4. Or these 2 per second. So yes, let's just keep doing that. But let's keep focus. We need to make the silicon. And we need silicon ore for that. We do have some silicon ore up here somewhere, I think. Right here. But that is all made from old processes that we don't really want to continue maintaining. So maybe we need to rethink this. can't sort directly for it yet, because we don't have crystal catalysts, and I don't really want to make them. We could have gotten it from our aluminium production, but I didn't feel like doing that apparently. And we couldn't have gotten it, or we could have gotten it from silicon production. Silver production, sorry. And I didn't feel like doing that either. So now we are a little bit stuck. We could just keep doing this, which we are doing in the area that we don't want to maintain. Up here. What is this? That's nickel. Okay. This has been disconnected, so will this at some point. This will produce silicon in some amount. And that is mainly where we're getting this from, but we need to use the tin ingots, and we are using that for both bronze and solder, I think. Is this not going anywhere? No. Oh yeah, tin is right, or solder is right here. We're using it there as well. So as soon as we get those going again, we will get more silicon out. And we are currently storing that in here, but we don't have to. Maybe we should store it somewhere else and allow ourselves to use that silicon for other stuff, because we don't need a lot of glass. How much space do we need for this? Not a lot. We probably want more of the silicon than this though. Let's put this in here, remove it from here, and then disconnect this, and say we want, let's just go with a full belt to start with. That is a full belt of input ore. So that is a little bit much, but maybe we should just scale for this anyway. Then we can always just push more silicon ore into here if we get it from other processes. Sure. Let's find somewhere where we can design this. And let's pin it. Let's just start right here. We will find out if we have the space or not. So, blast furnaces. 2 of those. They need carbon. And we have other spaces where we do that. Other production areas. Like this. Well, it's not really anything fancy, so let's just redo it. I'm thinking I'm just rotating this because we have a lot more space going down here than going side to side. Maybe that's stupid. Let's actually just do this. How much space are we going to need? Probably quite a bit. Beautiful. To 2. And those, all these 6 machines need to go into those 15. Maybe scaled up to 16. In any case, we need 4 of these somewhere in front. Let's not do it by blueprint. Something like this. And we need more casting machines. Do we have any more down here? We do not. Let's grab some more then. Otherwise it will start to annoy me, so let's not do that. Oh, well, but let's have us help this along as well with the silver. Let's just bring some tier 1 stuff for the tier 2 production. Well, let's just do everything. More than 20 of these. Let's start there then. Tier 1 of those. Well, I shouldn't really have brought more of those, but whatever. We also need these. Not those, these. We're doing fine here. We need these. Blast furnace, induction furnace, casting machine. And did I bring anything else? I don't think so. Work faster, please. Just 4 more. 4 more. Well, I guess we can go grab some more tier 1 machines while waiting anyway. Otherwise we'll just have to do this same maneuver again later. We don't have a lot of brick, but that's just because we started using a lot. Okay. Back to this. Any chance we have a level? We do. That's nice. Just run a little bit faster. Did I ever make a car? Yes, I did, but I didn't want to use it. Because I'm stubborn, I guess. We were working on it up here. So let's just divide this stuff a little bit. We need 2 of them to make the seeds, and then we need 16 somehow. I guess we could try and do 8 like this. That is a lot of space though. This instead. We do need to figure out the pipes here, but that shouldn't be the worst. At least I don't think so. That is the input for those. This is the input for these. And we're out of pipe, dang it. But I do believe we have more lying around. Good. And do something like this. Still need the seeds to be made here or something. These need the nitrogen as well. That is a little bit annoying. I think that means I want to move those maybe out here and have nitrogen production at the end here. Could also move one more of these in just to have, if we need more space out here, but let's figure that out later. If we just start with these, you make not steel, silicon ingots, and you need carbon and fuel. Now this iron is, well, we don't want to do it here anyway, so we will just figure out how to do it anywhere, really. We need a liquefier for the carbon. At least I think that's done in a liquefier. I seem to remember that is the case. Yes. Let's just bring a cobble actually. So 4 per second. Is that probable in one machine? 2. Okay, good thing we brought 2 then. Then maybe we need a little bit more space in here. That's still fine. For these and the other ones. It needs steam, of course. We need the charcoal. Do we have furnaces? Yes, good. And one furnace produces everything here. No, we still need 2. It's probably good. Let's just do this to begin with. Now the steam. We need boilers. Do we have boilers down here? We do, electric boilers. And I think we only need one of those, but let's just check. We only need one, okay. And how big are these? 3 by 3. Maybe we're just going with 2 anyway then, because we have a even number of tiles. We do need a little bit more space, so I guess we move this out. Still not entirely sure about these, but we could do something like this if we wanted to. That leaves these further away from their fuel source though. So I think we actually just want to flip this around. Something like this. We need the water in, of course. How much water do these need? 40 per second. This can do 60, so that's fine. Carbon. And we need... Now my furnaces again. I can never seem to find those. We need charcoal in. We need to transfer the carbon. And we need to transfer the charcoal. And we somehow need to get charcoal in. Something like that. Good. Then we need the nitrogen and the seeds out here. Somehow need to do that while also being able to transfer the molten silicon, which is a little bit annoying. It's really the only way we can get it from in here. Well, I guess that's okay. We then put the nitrogen on the outside. We still need to handle the output of all of these, and we need to transfer this way. That could become a problem. Input, input, input. And then they need the outputs. Just need to output to there. It's even more annoying out here, I think. But let's just try and move on. These will also need the inputs from these. I'm handling this a little bit later, I think. Unless we want these outer ones to be the seeds, that might actually be easier. Change this to seedling. So then we can have the nitrogen output at the end, and it's easier to just bring this past everything. Oops, input, and this will be output. And then the output from all of these machines go something like this. But then we will have problems with our power. This is the only place we have space for power, unless we do maybe long inserters somewhere, like here. Then we don't need this, and this can go across. That's a possibility at least. But let's see if we can do everything else in a good way. We still need to make the nitrogen. That requires one of these, but also only one air filter. That of course will make it less symmetrical, so yeah, there's always that problem. Do we have any air filters? No. So let's go grab air filters and chemical plants. Everything. There we go. Dang it, we have too many groundwater bores all around these setups at this point. This is an uneven number of tiles, yes. Can't have it in here. Well, we can actually. And if this isn't even, or it doesn't output to that tile but to this, we could put it in here as well to save a little bit of space. outputs here are blocked. So maybe we need them out here, because this also needs to continue. And chemical plant. This is annoying. We need to flare stack the oxygen and bring in the nitrogen. Maybe we just need to make this a little longer. I think we can make this part work at least. Let's hope so. Let's just check my power though. This powers all the way into in here. This won't power all the way to in there, unfortunately. We can go underground in here, but that only covers these machines. Could also just make a space in between some of these machines. Or we could make everything one tile wider. That might also help with the nitrogen. But I think we are going to move all of this to somewhere with a little bit more space. Or maybe we just rotate it. That would give me all the space I need, I think. Should have just done that from the start, as I was thinking about. Power everything in here, yes. That should be easy. Good. So it's really these that is a problem at the moment. Let's just remove those. And then the power in here. We can have a power pole there. Let's just connect this. As it's easy to see stuff. This will not power everything in between. If we move this down one tile, we can. And that is allowed. Though then it's not as pretty, but who can see any order in this setup anyway? So that might be a good idea. It's so hard to see if everything is actually as it should be. This should output to there. Input. Output. 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 Input. No, from there. Input, input, output, input, output, output, input, output. I think we're gonna have to have this actually running to see how it goes. Also, we need the ores in here, of course, but I guess those are just coming at the end. Let's actually go grab a little bit of fuel and see if we can find some silicon and see if this works. Well, we also need to power the end of this, of course. That should be possible. Can these work from here instead? Maybe. This is not powered. Well, we do need some in here then, I think. Okay, so that part is powered. We need a recipe here. Silicon. And I guess we are just putting some fuel in there. And I guess we would want to actually transfer the carbon as fuel for this, right? Oh, we're already doing that, of course, because it's an ingredient input. So that will just be used as fuel as well, good. And then we need to put some more in. Oh, we need to transfer this, and this, and this, and this. And that's probably way too slow. No? That seems to actually work well. As long as these can keep up. And that just means we need more charcoal. So half in there, half in there. And then we need the nitrogen for this part. Let's just mirror this here. Not because we really need it yet, but because it just makes it look a little bit more right. Or correct. And really transfer power between these two layers. That is a little bit annoying. Unless we do some underground pipe here, maybe? Something like that. We still have an input for that, so that's not a problem. Good. So we can now remove this. Good. And then we can figure out our nitrogen production. I sort of want to use this space as much as possible. And we could fit these in here. Maybe they just output down. Maybe that would help. Then we have these. Can't fit them symmetrically here anyway, so maybe we just go like this. Split air. These are not connected to anything. These need to go under, that's fine. And then this needs to go directly in. This needs to go out here and then. And I think this just fits best. That's not really symmetrical, but we can't do that with these chemical plants. I think this is the best we're gonna get. This is not getting silicon. Oh, it is only on one side possible to do that, I guess. That's a little bit annoying. Maybe no, we can't do that. Let's remove this again because it's a little bit tough to see what we're doing. So yeah, this takes from there or this side. And that's fine on this side, but not over here. But we could just move this down one tile. Do that. Maybe do the same thing over here. As always for symmetry, then these need to take diagonally. Still flare stack the oxygen. Now we don't have enough input anymore, I guess. We'll give it a little bit more. We should get some for the seeds, I think. Oh, we have some seeds actually. We don't have molten. Oh, we are producing. Good. Now we need to output balanced here. Which can be tough. Let's be honest. I have 3 inserters outputting to this. Why does it look like we also have a take from there? Or am I just not able to see what's going on? Oh, it's this one, diagonally one. We have 4 outputting to this. 2 to there, 2 to there. So yeah, that's because we wanted the power pole here, otherwise that would be split. But 4 is luckily easily able to split into 2 different sides of the belt. You'll go on that side, and you will go on this side. So, close, and close, and close, and close. That should be everything, I think. So if we just copy this again and mirror and whoops, rotate. Paste, we should have the correct settings over there as well. If we continue this belt, and yeah, the output is still not good here. Of course, these are only half belts, so this isn't even necessary to do that stuff, but let's do it anyway. Let's just pick up some of this stuff. Well, then we run out of input, so we aren't really proving anything here. Could we better utilize this space? I don't really think it matters, so let's not just waste time on it. Let's just get rid of the last bit here. And then let's move this wherever we want it. Could maybe still just do it here. We have the space. Incredibly enough. Let's cut this first of all. So we also need to get this in here somehow. Maybe we'll do this down here. Because that's probably closer to where we will make the silicon later. Unless we are removing all of this old stuff. In that case we can probably remove this or something. Actually use this lid. And aren't we also making plate? Yes, that is used. But this, for example, is not used. So we could place it there. And just get the silicon up there. We reserved the silicon belt all the way down, or are we replacing that with other stuff later? No. So we could potentially get a lot of stuff up north. Let's actually work on that. Try and remove an old setup. And yeah, we got just going with this. This did once upon a time make silicon, but not anymore. Go, robots. I'm not sure if we need to transfer power here, but we will find out, I guess. This map. What else are we making here? We're making iron. That's not really a problem. We should get rid of all of this. Oh, we are already not inputting anything here. We want to output it though. Up there. Oh, good enough. And this have been disconnected. Good. Yeah, we need to transfer power. We could just do that from over here though. Then we have all the space in the world around here to do what we want. And what we want is just this. We will leave a little bit of space around it though. Silicon upwards. And I think we're gonna prioritize that. So, and we want this to actually move up here. Why not just make this all a little bit better? We can. It's not gonna be the greatest anyway, but let's try anyway. So we have 2 belts input, we will need 1 belt output, doing tenor. And we need slag supposed to go, I guess, on this belt. Yes. Slag. And this is silicon ore. Good. And now we will produce some silicon even though we are backed up on the tin, so that's fine. This needs to run. Doesn't really need to go there though, but in here somewhere. Something like that. I will just transfer some of the other silicon though. Here, here. Good. That probably means that this gets all of the silicon for a bit, but that's fine. We need to get some fuel in here. Let's actually design this for the specific setup. So why not? And input from there. Input from there. Is that fast enough? Probably not, but let's get the fuel in as well. I guess we are just doing that right here. Good. Is carbon the thing we're low on? I'm not sure. Probably better input here anyway. Even better it seems. Is it because we're using carbon as fuel as well? Does that mean we're not producing it fast enough, or is it just a matter of time? You're wrong. You're right. I think that was just the problem. It's working fine now. Should now also produce stuff over here. And then we should basically have a full build of this coming out. It's not exactly full build because we needed more of a build, more than a build of input, but it's close enough that we're calling it a build. Go. In the end, it needs to come down here. What's up here? Why do we have stuff so close together? Did I just make a mistake with the brass? Maybe. In any case, we're just patching that a little bit. Keep patching. Good. There is our silicon. Let's bring that along as well. Good. I guess that's all of that done. Until we run out of silicon ore at least. So now we should be able to start this stuff up. I think. No, wait. Plastic. The next great hurdle. Unless we make an easy win here. Lupine. Lupine from naphtha or methanol. I think we are doing methanol. Methanol from carbon dioxide. Green metal catalysts, is that a problem? A little bit. We are producing those two ores, but I wouldn't really want to spend it on this at the moment. It's a luxury problem. Let's just have a look at methane. Unless there's something else here. Cellulose fiber can be turned into methanol. But let's just have a look at this. I shouldn't be too scared about the petrochemical stuff. We need something that produces methane. Oh, because this is called chloromethane, so that is considered an output or a valid recipe. Natural gas liquids, is that even possible in this mod pack? Gas. Multi-phase oil, I don't think this leads anywhere. Well, maybe yes. But this also is a lot of work when we could just take a little bit of our aluminium ore and silver ore and then make normal cellulose fiber instead of blue. But maybe this helps us work towards other stuff. Need this at some point? No, that's because methane contains ethane. Methane. Ethane can be turned into ethylene. Can you do exact equal, maybe? So our only usage of ethane is ethylene. But that's probably useful for something at some point. I seem to remember that this goes into a better recipe for plastic at some point. Yes, correct. So that would be useful for you to do, but I think this is a little bit over our heads at the moment. If we can just do this one, methanol from cellulose fiber from green algae, I guess. Unless it's more efficient to do it from wood, but I don't think so. So a setup of 20 of these, that's not a lot. So yeah, this seems a lot simpler. Of course, simple isn't always better, but for now, I think it is. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you later in the next episode. Bye.